There you are.
What, so you got a new toy?
Yeah, you want to see how it works?
You're not gonna use it.
Watch me. Lucky? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have a very unique video topic at hand because it's pretty different than my usual style. But it's called AG Film Productions for a reason. I can do whatever I want here. I don't really know if this video will have an audience, but it's something that me and my friends have been thinking about for a while. And now that I'm done with sophomore year, I think it'd be kind of fun to look at what kind of hijinks yours truly got himself into in freshman year. And to make my life easier, this will be split up into multiple videos, all covering 3 months each. Let's do it. How I even got into my high school is fairly simple. My mom told me that Prior Lake it wasn't working, bruh. Prior Lake consisted of mainly racist white kids with 2 Asians, 3 black kids, and I think I was the only Mexican there. But nonetheless, I was getting sent to Shakopee High School with more diversity. We were in the office on the first day, and since I was new, I asked if I could have a class with the GOAT Jack. And they said, we usually don't do that, but yeah, you can have a class with him, despite not giving me a class until sophomore year. Anyways, I was hype and ready for freshman year, and as I got on the bus, ready for school, I heard something. Is that intro music? Yo, what's good, Jack?
Hey, really? You ready for the day? And don't worry, I bought a strap with us just to make sure we're safe. Can't be too careful in these streets.
Streets? Jack, we're going to a school in the suburbs. Yo, what the fuck? We were here. First day of high school, and low-key, I was kind of nervous. What if I sell so bad that I gotta flee the country and change my name? Or worse, what if they tell me I'm too good looking to go here? Too many possibilities, man. But I actually had a pretty chill first day. I met Eli, which low-key didn't amount to much besides me asking where my seat was. And I got kicked out of class my first day of school just because I made a stupid joke. Alright, would anybody like to tell me what they did this summer? Relly. I took a dump. Crap, I sold. And weirdly enough, it's not even that it was a bad joke. Everybody laughed, the teacher just had it out for me, I guess. But a few weeks later, I was in gym and I was really bored, so I just went to go talk to these 2 kids. One of which turned out to be Demetrius, who you unfortunately know.
Freaking John Walker! You know how much I hate that.
But we got to talking and quickly became friends, like the same day. And one day, me and Demetrius were talking to a girl in our gym class. And for the sake of not using her real name in this story, we're gonna call her Brittany. See, the thing is, I kind of liked Brittany, and I found out later that Demetrius did too. But we were talking and she was smiling, laughing at our jokes, you know, we were doing good. So good, in fact, we decided to introduce her to our friend Ridwan. And what came out of that interaction was something I couldn't make up if I tried. When we introduced the 2, things started off normal, but then Ridwan started speaking African out of nowhere, and then started screaming, "Dude!" Words cannot explain how badly he sold. He's literally scaring the hose away. But after we told Ridwan how bad he sold the bag, homecoming was right around the corner. And homecoming was pretty lame, actually. I was new, so I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't have any girl that I could bring to the dance. And while Jack was trying to figure out which girl from his inventory he wanted to bring, I literally had nobody. And right when I was telling Jack that the only girl I thought of was Cassie, she showed up. We talked for a little bit, and then I told Jack that I was going to try to get her number by the end of the night. But as I was looking at her, I froze, and I couldn't do it.
Ellie, just go talk to her. Stop being a little bitch.
I just decided to cut my loss and give up. I know, I did not have game back then. But I did see Demetrius there, and I wanted him to meet Jack. Yo, D, I want you to meet my boy.
The nonchalant nigga with those 2 girls?
Yeah, that's him. But not too long after homecoming, me and Demetrius were at this event called the Tailgate. And that's when this musty, crusty, dusty, goofy, chopped cheese of a human being came to talk to me and Demetrius. Nah, I'm playing. It was just Jordan. And despite this being the first time I met this man, he immediately told me that I looked like someone else. Like this dude that I've never met compared me to someone else that I've never met and then walked away. But that was around the time Halloween was approaching, and as I was telling Demetrius about my Halloween plans, 2 girls came up to me. See, my plan for that Halloween was to go trick-or-treating with Jack because despite both being teenagers, there's nothing better than getting free candy. No, not like that. But these girls were joking about going with us, and I was joking with them back, but Demetrius decided to yell down the hall, "W!" I never spoke to those girls again. And through all this time, I met Parker. Forgot to mention it, but you know, I was friends with Parker at this point. And I bring up Parker because this next story has to do with him. So by this point, a new quarter started, and when I went to go talk to Parker, there was this one girl sitting across from him. And this is Katie Dickman, the literal devil. One day I was in gym, and me and my friends were pointing out how someone in our gym class looks exactly like Parker. I think his name was Parker too. But towards the end of class, Parker came to talk to me. Relly, were you and your friends talking crap about me?
What?
Katie came up to me and told me that you guys were talking crap about me. Now you'd think Katie is looking out for Parker. She sees me and my friends comparing the 2 Parkers and assumes we're talking crap. But that all went down the drain once I remembered that Dickman literally treats Parker like garbage. So Dickman said all of that, huh? Really? Parker, no, I would never talk crap about you behind your back. If I got something to say, I'll say it to your face. Okay, my bad, bro. It's all good, man. And from that day forward, I decided to make a mental note not to trust Martian Manhunter. Around this time, I had a class called Elements in Media Production where I was making all types of videos and stuff. And in doing this, one of the kids in my class liked my project and became my friend. Well, that kid turned out to be Landon Morris, which is still one of my good friends till this day. I really liked this Element in Media Production class, and I wanted to do more with it. So one day when me and Jack were in the hallway, I found this film club poster, and I wanted to do it. At first, it was really cool. I really liked it. It was just an expansion of what I was already doing. But then it just got so boring. There was nothing introduced that I didn't already know. Me and Jack were low-key ready to leave, and then I decided to invite Landon to it. I don't know exactly what my thought process was, but I guess I thought if there was more people, film club would get better. This was also around the time that I met my friend Aiden. He's gay, don't worry about him.
What?
He sucks, he's irrelevant, he doesn't matter, it's not June anymore, I can say whatever I want. Anyways, one day me and Demetrius were in class and he was looking at Cassie. I told him that he should stop being a pussy and just go talk to her. Come on, just go say hi, what's the worst that she can say? You're right, I got this.
Hi, Cassie.
Look at him go, I'm so proud. Can you go away? Demetrius never forgave me for that day, and I don't understand how that was my fault. One day, me, Demetrius, and Ridwan were by the volleyball court. Demetrius saw Cassie and wasn't about to deal with that humiliation again. Me and Ridwan were just chilling there, and then she turned around and said, "Can you follow him?" Like, bro, what'd I ever do to you? And because this video is only supposed to cover the first 3 months of freshman year, this last story takes place at the very end of November. One day we were just chilling in gym, and Ridwan decided to tell us about his 3 biggest crimes in Africa for some reason. I knew he went to Africa, but knowing that he's committed crimes in Africa made me just a little bit intrigued. Now, I won't say the first 2 crimes because God forbid the SWAT team raids his house, and then that's my fault too. But what I'm really focused on is the first one because apparently his first crime was so bad that he would not tell us. He straight up refused to tell us what it was. But when we were in the hallway, Demetrius made fun of him for one of these crimes. And they were funny jokes too, which makes what happens next all the more tragic. I don't know if he felt genuinely offended by what Demetrius said, but in a hallway full of girls, including Cassie, he decided to scream, "Yo, why are you bricked up?" It was a sad sight to see, especially because I know for a fact Cassie heard him. And that's where we're gonna pause for now. Sorry it took so long for this video to come out, I was working on other stuff, but I'll make it up to you guys, I promise. And for the next 3 Saturdays, I'll drop a new installment of freshman year. And then I can talk about Superman and Fantastic Four, like I got you guys, don't even worry about it. But those are the first 3 months of my freshman year, and I will see you guys in the next vid. Yo, it's your boy, and I'm gonna be selling this channel tonight. Whoever the highest bidder is gets the channel. The bidding starts at $5. Make sure to be there when the bidding wars start. Lucky!
Dreams coming true.